This last week, Bitcoin went up 8% and we bought the dip. And as for my other coins, they performed really well. Now, in this video, I'm going to share my weekly wins and losses and what I'm looking forward to next week and my potential short-term outlook. But none of this is financial advice. I'm just some guy on the internet talking about what I'm investing in. Now, this is just to showcase that there are no crypto experts. Like, no one really can predict what's going to happen in the future. A lot of these projects are very short term, and long term you should be taking profits to Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is my plan. This is my third cycle. I've been in crypto since 2016. Not rich, made a lot of mistakes to stay poor. So this video is just for educational and entertainment purposes. Don't copy any of it. But if one of my investments does well and I talk about it in a previous video, I am absolutely going to brag about that. So with that, let's jump into what happened this week. We saw a huge rise in the DGen token, and there's a lot of reasons for that. They got listed on Bybit. They launched their layer 3 blockchain. That's a blockchain on a blockchain on another blockchain for faster and cheaper transactions. And they also unlocked a lot of tokens for the Season 2 airdrop. So the Season 2 airdrop, I was predicting that the price was going to fall, so I was very apprehensive about investing more. I took out my liquidity and just held the token, so at least I'm not losing out to the impermanent loss there. And I didn't make a video on it because I would look like an asshole if I said, this is what the DGen token is doing, this is what they're building long term. It's a meme coin that turns out to have this huge community and utility. But if I launched that video at the same time when there was a token unlock and the price dropped dramatically, I would look bad. So that's why I kind of held back on that. But I did make a video 2 months ago when the price was 20x cheaper. And I had a lot of DGen, but I made the mistake of selling it because I was like, all right, it's a meme token, doesn't have a lot of utility. Everyone else is probably going to dump because they're all getting this token for free. I made a mistake. So I am still holding quite a bit of DGen, not house money, which I could have had. Like, I could have had a house, but yeah, the DGen has been performing well. I don't know if it's going to continue performing well, but there is a lot of growth in their ecosystem, and you know, the chances of them being listed on Base is very possible. They are a big coin on the Base network. There is a lot of trading volume. Bybit reached out to Jacek, the founder and creator of DGen, to say, hey, we want to list your token. How do we make that happen? And you know, they didn't pay for any listing fees. So there is demand from exchanges to want to get in on that trading volume. So they make money too from DGen. But I'm going to save the rest of that news for my DGen video coming up this week. So feel free to subscribe. I'll also have another video on how you can earn DGen for free, because there's so many grants and just DGen floating around where, yeah, the community really gets rewarded for it. Now, at the top of my watch list here, I have all of these coins I'm invested in, and you know, this is at least 50% gains for the top 7 of them. So it was a great week for me. I'm not invested in all of these, but I am watching different market trends and different opportunities to see if something might be a good investment or not. And sorting by losses, I'm not investing in any of these. I do have some Illumia, which is this game, and I guess no one's playing it. I'm probably gonna cut my losses there. And for BitTensor, I was able to buy the dip. It went down to 505 and I got in there. So I have some BitTensor that I'm staking for some potential airdrops in the future. That's just one of the projects that I'm looking at. And generally, it was a pretty good week and I didn't really take on any losses. So hey, good week for crypto. As for things I'm watching, this is Uniswap on Base. And you can see that the TVL has grown a lot this past week. So there is a lot of eyes on Base, and it's mostly on DGen and a couple other meme coins. So If you want to take some risk, I would go to where all the money is flowing to right now, and that is on Base. Now, I am in Uniswap. I have filtered by Base. I have looked at the 1 week volume. And, this is where you kind of start doing some early stage research. A lot of these projects are brand new and could be scam coins, and very likely are. But this is how you try to find projects early. You find those opportunities, but you take on an outrageous amount of risk to be early. And another strategy I use here is liquidity providing. It is less risky, still risky, but less risky, where you are just getting exposure to these coins early, you are profiting from the trading fees, and you get less of the gains if it pumps, but you also get less of the losses if it dumps. Was that supposed to rhyme? No, but it did. So just so you'll remember now. For new projects I'm looking at, I set up a Drakula account. I don't know if you say Dracula or Drakula. I like the second one, Drakula, because it sounds cooler. And I set up an account. Feel free to follow me here. And on Warpcaster, there is like a huge campaign for rewarding content creators early. So I would recommend applying and just making content for the platform. They do have this thing called Blood here, where you do get these blood tokens. They have degen rewards. You get trading fees for buying and selling different creators. And the opportunity I see here is for getting rewards in degen, for getting some potential blood token if that turns into something valuable. And what the platform is kind of like TikTok, but worse. It's worse. But this is probably going to be the worst version of it, at least right now. A lot of the content is exactly the same. There's no search. There's no categories. You go on here at any given time, at least I have in the past week. I see the exact same videos, and that's when I'm logged in and not logged in. So they have ways to go for growing. But it is one of the social media apps building on top of degen. So I'm looking at it to see if this could be something, and if it becomes its own token, maybe there's something there. But the only way for that token or the project to be valuable is if it has users that actually enjoy using the platform. Now let's jump into some of my trades. So last week we bought the dip on Bitcoin. We set up some leverage longs at 3 to 5x on several different platforms, and it did well. Now it's been hovering around the 70,000 mark for a little bit, so I decided to close my positions and then roll them back into these USDC farms like Elixir, where I am gaining some interest, but I'm also getting rewarded in other tokens as well. If you watched my Elixir video or haven't yet, I'll leave a link in the description, or at least at the end of this video, where you can see why I'm holding USDC on these platforms and trying to get this airdrop. And I think that's just a easy way to de-risk, and in the event that the market dips again, I'll take that pool of funds out and use that to buy the dip. So that's kind of how I'm managing these market moves right now. No one can tell you for certain what's exactly going to happen in the market. You just want to control the risk. And if you've been following my content about airdrops on Sui, we got an airdrop, and I got this in several of my wallets for using DeepBook. So there is going to be a Deep token coming. They actually gave us this, or everyone who used DeepBook, this soulbound NFT. You can't, move it around, but it's your ticket to claim the airdrop when it becomes available. As for the value of it, I don't know yet, but I like getting stuff for free, so I do appreciate it. Now, DeepBook is these liquidity books, and it could be pretty valuable if there is revenue from that, where they take a fee. I don't exactly understand the business model yet because none of that is public, but I am happy to be here for that airdrop. As for other airdrops I'm farming this week, I am on Pendle Finance. This is the Pendle Points farming page, and I am farming Easy ETH Circuit, and that gets me the staking APR, restaking APR, eigenlayer points, LRT points, and Circuit points. I don't know how valuable that's going to be, but if it's anything close to what EtherFi dropped, then I'm going to be happy about that. Now I know it says 0 points, but points distribution has started. Circuit is working on the script to show points tracking at the moment, and you see my position value there. So it's just not linked properly since I'm not necessarily staking ETH on Circuit, but I'm staking the value of it on Pendle Finance. Then they split the value of that ETH into the yield token and then the LP, which is the liquidity provider token that kind of splits up the trading there, where it just generates yield from trading fees. So it is a little bit complicated, but I am getting points there even though it shows 0. And I'm also farming Renzo protocol through Pendle Finance. And if you want to sign up, I got a referral link there. Yeah, I'm going to show my link while I'm here anyway, but I just want to share what I'm farming. And of course, it is risky. There's one hack, one bad update. Everything can go to 0 here since you're trusting your Ethereum on several different layers of protocols. So things can go bad. They haven't gone bad, but things could go bad. So I'm comfortable taking on that risk, and it is an amount that I'm comfortable with. That if I lose it, it's not going to be the end of the world. So that's kind of how you should look at things and take affordable risks. For this coming week, no plans on trading. I'm just going to be holding my different positions. You saw my watch list earlier. The top ones, those are what I'm holding. They performed well, but I'm not holding all those coins. That's crazy. That's shooting too many shots. You want to have concentrated bets, of course, and then you want to keep positioning yourself for the highest possible success. And that means sometimes you have to get rid of your losing bets, your losing cryptocurrencies that just aren't growing. So, the trend is always on newer coins, so you should always have some exposure to that. And Bitcoin and ETH, the best long-term holds. And after almost 8 years of crypto investing, it took me a long time to learn that. So for this coming week, I'm probably going to make some content on degen, on, the updates on what happened, how to earn degen for free, because there are a lot of different ways to do that. I'm going to try posting more on Drakula, just because there are incentive programs. You earn blood, which might be this token that is on the L3 degen chain that could have some value. I do have a referral link if you want to get started with it. And I'm also trying to build my presence on X and Farcaster, so feel free to follow me there. All right, with that, I hope you got some value for today. That's it. That's the best we could hope for. I'm just sharing what happened this week. Super casual video. I just took a nap, and it is 4 in the afternoon. So I got up from a nap, and it's like, all right, it's Sunday. Gonna make a video with this. All right, see you next week.